With the Response project, we're hoping to reduce the amount of plastics that enter into the Cook Islands through the food and beverage industry, and by doing so we hope to reduce the amount of plastic pollution that end up in our waste streams, so in our landfill and as pollution in the Cook Islands.
I think for us it's really looking across the whole supply chain and the whole industry and really trying to take a national approach to things. What I'd like to see is just more awareness. But I think moving beyond awareness into the action element, so just really looking to change that perception and that mindset.
For little businesses like us, that we need to get our heads around what is actually happening here in the Cook Islands, and when we have something like this and we're talking about plastics, etc., it makes a lot of sense because we're a contributing factor to that.
It was clear that we all had an alignment of vision and a mission and shared values, and I think in certain situations there's no sort of silver bullet. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all situation. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when we move away from single-use plastics. It's going to happen, and I think there's going to be some great developments over the next decade.
Well, we are hoping to limit the amount of plastic we do use in the kitchen. Kitchen being one of the #1 use of single-use plastics. Biggest challenge is ensuring that the product that we do bring in also matches our hygiene and safety standards as well.
So moving out of our silos and maybe our comfort zones in some degrees and really seeing how we can really bring everyone together.
Seeing with what we're doing at Pacific Resort, the small little changes we've done and the little improvements, I'm expecting a lot of changes to happen over the next couple of years.
And I think there's going to be some great developments over the next decade. If we look at what's happened in the last decade in single-use plastics, there's been some fundamental changes, and I think there's only going to be the same sort of progression over the next decade.
Plastic is obviously very convenient. I would hope that in 5 years this project can support shifting that attitude into being a bit more mindful, a bit more conscious, and putting a bit more effort into protecting what we have, because what we have is beautiful, and I think if we go the way we're going now, we're not going to have that for very long.
And I just hope that we'll just continue to be a leading mark for those that will come after us, and that the way of the Cook Islands is going to be absolutely what we all dreamed of.